Hello everyone, welcome back to the Divine Speaker. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links are in the description. I will also be adding a link to the official art book. When you buy the art book, a guide to the game is also included. We found Cyne, we got lost, we got separated. Cyne has found us, we have found Cyne. He is calling us good boy, and I probably will forever continue being flustered. So, let's jump in.
I don't really know what you mean. Hell, I don't think I want to know what you mean.
If you ask nicely, I might be able to teach you about it later.
We'll see.
Sure. But for now, have you seen the other two? That's much more important.
Hot Pants and Squeaky? Nah, I haven't seen them. It shouldn't be too hard to find them, though.
I mean Leos and Fawn.
He means same thing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hot Pants and Squeaky. You'll get there eventually, Raen.
Okay, well, I've been searching for a while now, but you're the only one I found.
Maybe they're off having a good time together?
That means nothing.
I hope so. I think Leos would be okay, but I don't want Fawn to be stuck out here alone.
Poor precious Raen. Your innocence is cute, at least.
Pardon?
Let's go look for these men of yours then, shall we? Make sure not to let go. I wouldn't want you getting lost again.
I am never letting go, because that was frightening, being separated from everyone.
Of course. Thanks, Cyne.
My pleasure.
Ooh, he winked at me before turning and scanning the crowd.
Follow me, good looking. Let's see if we can catch ourselves some men.
We made our way through the marketplace, careful to keep close eye for the others. Along the way, we stopped at various stalls, where Cyne spoke to the people behind them. When he spoke, the conversation flowed naturally. It was like... how do I put this? His voice commanded people to listen. It was so different to how he usually acted. Suddenly, Cyne's eyes went wide and he rushed away from me.
Wait, Cyne!
I chased after him to another stall a little further down.
Raen! Raen, look! I found something for you!
What?
He picked up a purple vegetable from the stall, lifting it to show me.
What is this?
It looks like an eggplant? They're not exactly rare.
Wait, this is what they look like?
Uh-huh. It's a vegetable. What's so surprising to you?
Whoa, look at that curve.
He ran his fingers down the curve of the eggplant, grinning the whole time.
Do you like them this big? Or would you prefer something slightly smaller?
You don't know what I'm doing? And you can't see me doing it? But that's fine. Hopefully my voice can portray the action.
Does it really matter? If one's too small, just have two.
Woo!
Whoa! That's hardcore, Raen.
I hate this.
Wait. Backtrack a little. How do you not know what an eggplant looks like? Don't you, like, cook?
Cook? Me? Why would I?
To stop yourself from starving to death? Surely you eat, right?
Huh? Don't you have people to do that for you?
No, we are an orphan. We had to do it ourselves at some point, right? Once we were old enough, we had to cook for ourselves.
Oh, I have a question. Do you wash these before cooking them?
Yes.
Of course. Otherwise, they'd still be covered in dirt. You don't want to eat dirt, do you?
Oh, like this? Is this how you do it?
It's fine. He balled his... It's too early in the LP for this. He balled his hand into a fist around the eggplant and moved it up and down, stroking vigorously. It's not even that. We're like part, what, 14? I think at this point. It's not too early in the LP. It's too early in the part for this.
I think it's getting really clean. Rain, look how good I'm doing.
Please stop. Oh god, no. We got this. Me. That hurt. We got this. Wait a second. That looks like... Oh god, it's last night. I felt my face instantly heat up. Surely he's not doing this here. In public. Rain, same. In public. In front of my channel. He's being a sexual deviant, isn't he? It looks like a...
Hey, stop that!
I snatched it out of his hands. Not here. This isn't the place.
Whoa, whoa, careful how you're handling the eggplant, Rain. You wouldn't want to bruise it.
This... stop being such a...
Judging by your reaction, I take it you've learned a lot from my lesson already. That makes me so happy. What a good student.
Oh, Lord.
Just... shut up.
Did I embarrass you? Oh, I know what's happening here. You're imagining that it's yours in place of the eggplant, aren't you?
No, but now, yeah, maybe, probably.
You only have to ask, you know. Hands, mouth, ass. You can have whatever you want.
Can I handle this man in public? I don't know. We'll get there, me. We'll get there. He giggled to himself before snatching the eggplant back.
Hi, sir. We'll be taking this eggplant, please.
What? Why is he buying it? I watched in shock. I watched in shock as he pulled out a coin purse and exchanged money with the stall holder. He was clutching the eggplant to his chest with a smirk on his face.
What? Why? Why did you buy that?
Why do you think?
To eat it.
You've got to be kidding me.
To cook with, obviously. Such a dirty mind for such an innocent puppy.
You started this.
I thought you didn't know how to cook.
Well, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but I'm sure we can find some use for it.
Oh, Lord.
Forget it.
While we're here. Excuse me, mister? If it's not any trouble, would you be kind enough to tell me what all of this is about? My companions and I arrived yesterday to find everyone shut up in their houses.
The man, obviously not happy that after all that talking we only bought a single eggplant, shrugged his shoulders.
Say, perhaps this would loosen your lips up a little?
Cyne dangled a small pouch in front of the stall owner. His mouth opened almost instantly.
I'll tell you anything you wish, young master.
That's the spirit. Now, what's happening today?
I don't know how much you've heard already.
People going missing, some turning up dead, yada yada yada.
He looked disgusted with Cyne's casual tone, but kept speaking anyway.
Well, it was coming to the time.
The time of the sacrifices, right? At this point, it's like, right? That's what's happening?
The time?
The time for the offerings.
Yep. Offerings? That's a strange way to put it.
That's great, but you haven't answered my question yet.
He shook the coin purse and the merchant jumped to correct the issue.
Well, isn't it obvious? Now that they've been chosen, we can go back to normal. Until next time, at least.
Wait, they've been chosen, but it hasn't happened, so we could have been the chosen ones and it's happening. Oh, Lord.
Here you go, mister. Enjoy.
He tossed the purse towards the man before pulling me away.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too, Cyne.
What do you mean?
Hey, you two!
Oh, thank God, Leos. With you here, I feel so much better.
Leos! Vaughn! I'm so glad the two of you are...
Bad news, follow me.
Okay. He turned around and started walking, still dragging Fawn behind him. Cyne and I jogged to catch up with the two of them.
What's going on?
When I turned around, you were gone. I wanted to try to find you, but Leos told me to stay with him.
That was a good idea.
Did he look after you?
His eyes widened at my question.
Yeah, I guess he did.
Good. Like a real friend should.
Aw, my Leos is a softie after all.
Shut up. I'm not your anything.
Not yet.
What? Anyway, it's not like I had the choice.
I eyed him up. It really seemed like his personality was lot different to what I originally thought.
I almost don't want to ask. Why do you have an eggplant?
Don't ask. Don't ask.
Huh? Well, why not? It might come in useful later.
I swear, if we use this eggplant as a weapon later on, I'm gonna be amazed and slightly pissed off.
Forget I asked.
Well, what's the news?
Look,
He stopped abruptly at the far end of the market stalls with a large notice board filled with leaflet maps and notes. In the center of the board was official announcements. Marriages, children,
What about
deaths.
are you an idiot? Do you remember what Knox told us?
Of course. Names appearing on the...
Names appearing on the notice board. Everyone's celebrating. I scanned down the list. Deaths. Giles, Tane, Siba, I don't, names, bad. And L. Raen. Fuck me.
What could this possibly... I'm not...
Well, you know what they said. Names appearing here before they die. This seems a little foreboding.
Surely there must be another Rain here. That must be it.
If it was, they would have added last names if that was true, right? Ugh. I swallowed hard. Surely, right? I looked between my three companions. They all had different expressions, impossible to read. No one thought it was a different Rain.
What? What do I do?
We leave. We pack up and run immediately.
But what about...
No buts. This isn't a joke. This is your life we're talking about. Stop trying to be a hero.
Ran my fingers over the writing, and some of the ink rubbed off on my hand, still fresh.
I agree. I don't think we can stay here. It's too dangerous.
Really? What if running away is exactly what they want from you?
Then what do you suggest? Sit around waiting for his death?
Maybe. Is that what you're suggesting?
We solve the mystery, obviously, before whoever or whatever can get to him. Easy, right?
Ha Sure.
That's too risky. I won't allow it.
Easy.
Is that your decision to make?
What, you think I care about your opinion? You're just some stray that's been following us around since yesterday. We don't even know you.
Oh? Weren't you the one sent to kill him? If anyone's opinion doesn't matter, it'd be yours. Maybe you're planning on killing him yourself, huh? Don't want anyone else to steal that from you.
After the heart and heart we have, I'd be devastated.
No! I wouldn't...
Why not? How do any of us know that we can trust your word? No response.
I own one. I'm here to protect him, that's all.
I love how, like, Cyne gets so serious when the time calls for it, like, really, really serious. And it's just like, I love this man.
Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you when you mumbled from all the way up there.
I said I'll protect him!
I can't even respond. What am I meant to do?
Why don't we just ask Rain?
Great idea.
They looked at me eagerly. Try to leave. Try to solve the mystery. Try to solve the mystery.
I can't leave.
Why? You can leave. Don't act like this. Don't say that.
I'm gonna end up dead if I try to leave, because it does seem Cyne saying is true. It's like, maybe it's a trap. Maybe they want us to do this.
Knox needs our help. And I need his.
Oh, that's right. He also asked us to stay and help him out with something. I completely forgot about that.
If I leave now, I'll never find out the truth. He's the only one who knew Caspian.
That's also something. I'm so dumb. I didn't think that far. I'm like, Cyne makes sense. But also these things. Because if we leave, we literally have nowhere else to go from here except to wander about aimlessly.
How do you know he's the only one? We can find other people. Why can't you just be happy living your life? Do you want to die?
Of course I don't. I think we can do it. We can solve this.
That's the spirit. I knew you were the fun one.
Thank you.
I'll follow you wherever you go. So, any decision you make is the right one to me.
I looked at Leo's. He didn't look convinced.
No.
No, don't leave, please.
Please?
Please.
No.
Please.
I can't do it without you.
Please. Friendship. Friendship. I hugged you and everything. You didn't hug me back, but still.
Fine.
Yay!
Just don't come running to me when you end up dead.
I'm gonna be dead anyway, so what's the point?
Weren't you going to protect me?
After this? No way. Just come along for a laugh.
He scoffed at me. My heart still felt heavy, but I put on a brave face.
Did you guys learn anything in the marketplace?
Leos and I asked around a little while looking for you, but...
But?
We heard whispers of a body being found on the outskirts of town. It might be worth checking out.
That could end up being me. I took a deep breath. No point worrying about it now.
Cyne?
Well, before I caught up with you, I did hear something. There's a fortune teller in town.
A fortune teller? What does that have to do with anything?
Stop messing around.
No, really. Apparently she's really good. She might be able to tell us something.
Alright.
I spoke to a couple of people, and they kept saying things about offerings, it finally being time, and being safe for now. The way they talked about it was a lot different to Nox. I think we should try to find him, and ask some more questions first.
So, 3 leads?
3 leads.
I guess so. They don't feel very solid, but it's a start.
We don't know how much time we have. We might not even get to investigate all 3.
Haha.
I suppose we should choose wisely then.
Follow up with the fortune teller, follow up with Nox, follow up with the body. What's the fortune teller is gonna do? I don't know what to do from here, because if they're saying it was true that we only can choose like 2 things, then I really want to see what the fortune teller does, but at the same time I'm just like, also Cyne suggested it. Let's go.
Why don't we start with talking to the fortune teller? I know it sounds a little out there, but maybe she'll know something after all?
A fortune teller? You're just asking to be fooled.
We're going.
Apparently she can look both into the past and the future.
No one can do that. She's nothing but a fake.
You never know.
We'll just stop there quickly, alright? If it looks shady, then we'll leave it.
Without missing a beat, Cyne turned and led us to the direction of the fortune teller, down one alley, then another, before coming out at a dead end.
Looks like you led us the wrong way. Who would have guessed? Good job.
Have I?
Cyne turned towards an unmarked door and knocked twice sharply. I know how to read. Only a second later came the sound of someone unbolting the locks.
Who is it?
Why, hello there, young lady. We'd like to ask you some...
Young lady.
She scoffed at him.
I'm old enough to be your great-grandmother. Don't young lady me.
This is a waste of time.
What do you want? Are you here for a reading?
Yes.
No, we want to ask you.
Come closer, child. You'll go first.
Okay.
The
The old lady ushered me closer before sitting me down on the street. She went back inside and came back a few moments later with a shallow golden dish. She sat in between us and knelt down to face me.
What is that?
She poured water out of an old, worn-down jug until the dish was completely full up to the edges. Behind me, I could hear Leo's muttering and sighing.
Place your left hand over the water, but don't touch it yet.
As I was told, I hovered my left hand, palm down, over the dish.
Don't rush, boy. I want you to gently touch the water with your index finger.
She closed her eyes. What's going to happen? Carefully, I touch the water. The small ripples cascade down the side of the dish.
I can see it.
Can you? Your eyes are closed.
Leos, shut up.
Death, betrayal, cast away into the shadows, but picked up by another. Race not by your own blood, but not any less your family.
Me?
Exiled and ashamed, with the weight of destiny on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm. She opened her eyes.
How did you know?
I can see it in the ripples of fate. Your left hand tells of your past.
Then, my right?
Your future. Do you want to know?
Oh, God. Do we want to know? Do I want to know? Do I? I'm not sure, but if it'll help.
Yes.
Repeat the actions again.
I place my right hand over the dish and wait for her to close her eyes again. Gently, I touch my fingertip to the water, just like before.
Do it once more.
It's uncertain. It's an uncertain future, right? I did it again, and she opened her eyes.
Nothing.
Oh, that's not good either, because it also could mean we're dead.
Nothing? What do you mean, nothing?
You have no future. The water has nothing to say about you.
Our judgment, too! Frick, right? Because we didn't have a judgment, and when no one has a judgment, it's like sort of having no future, right? That's so
What
weird.
does that mean?
Ah,
You have to work that out for yourself.
that doesn't help us at all! No future. Is that the same as death, or does it mean that my faith hasn't been decided yet? Same. And it's sort of the same thing with our judgment. Maybe that's why we didn't have a judgment, so to speak, because we don't know what our future holds for us. No one knows what our destiny holds for us.
Oh, do me next! Do me next!
Oh, we don't have time for this.
One more may come forward.
Oh. Choose Cyne? He wants to do it.
If you want to try, go ahead, Cyne.
Ah, I can see it now. A giant castle. With
Stop.
Leos as my butler. Whenever I bathe, Fawn washes my back. Rain,
Just
I
wants a
wouldn't
harem.
mind if you wanted to join in.
I'd rather die.
Cyne took my place and put out his left hand. I also want to know more about his past, though, too.
So many people. Every day someone new. Death, revenge, unfaithfulness. Slowly. Corrupted by lies and hate.
He pulled his hand back from the water, staring at his wet fingertips.
Your other hand?
No need. It's obviously a sham.
Now, it isn't. Do it, do it, do it, do it. He stood up, but the fortune teller made no move to stand. Well, that was all well and good, but it doesn't tell us anything useful. This wasn't a waste of time, was it?
Thank you for your time, ma'am. May I ask you a few questions about something else?
She raised an eyebrow, but didn't protest.
Actually,
Have you seen anything strange, anything? Do you know anything about the murders? Ask about the diary.
oh, I read something strange. Maybe you know something about it?
Or two, perhaps? Or two about it? Okay.
I found a diary. A child's journal. Towards the end, something changed in the child. He kept writing that something wouldn't leave. That something was speaking to him. He sounded scared. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Her face clouded over, and she paused her speech for a moment.
When did you find a child's journal?
Hush, Leos, you don't need to know about this right now. In our room.
Last night, in the room I was staying in at Knox's house. It didn't say who wrote it, but it sounded kind of creepy.
I can't answer for you what they meant. I don't have the means to peer into someone else's mind like that. But At the very least, it comes from a very troubled child. But it also could be something far more grave.
Far more grave. I don't know exactly what she means, but it doesn't sound good. Do you know anything about the murders?
We know that people have been going missing, and some have turned up dead. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, and no.
Yes and no?
I both know a lot, and I know nothing.
Could you elaborate a little?
When I close my eyes, I cannot see them anymore. Their spirits are gone. But I know they died in anguish and pain, slowly eaten up by some unknown power. It would do you well not to meddle with it.
Then, do you know who the killer could be?
No. I know they suffer and wallow in their despair the longer it goes on, however. These murders have been going on for longer than I've been alive. And longer than my mother before me lived, too.
Wow.
That long?
We do know
Then
it's been like forever.
Are we looking at a string of copycat murders? No one could live long enough to commit them all.
Not a human.
Child, I cannot answer that. That I do not know. All I can feel from them is a sense of oldness and youth, of both heartbreaking sadness and wretched revenge.
That almost makes me feel sorry for them. Have you seen anything strange lately?
Have you seen anything strange going on around Oxybor as of late?
Strange? Boy, I've seen many strange things. The paint peeling from my walls, even though they were painted less than 2 moons ago. How very strange.
Is time just like moving faster here? If this is like a for realsy thing?
The birds yesterday morning were flying west instead of east. Strange. What's most strange of all is a boy asking me vague questions instead of asking for what he truly wants to know.
Thanks.
Then, have you seen anything supernatural?
There you go.
Thank you for leading me.
One could say that most things in life aren't natural, by the way.
Thanks.
Oh, you cut the bullshit.
Leo, shush.
Leos!
As for your question, there have been whispers of a man with dark eyes traveling through the night, seeking prey. No one has seen him, but a few have felt him.
A man with dark eyes?
Dark eyes, and an equally dark soul.
What does that mean?
That's a lot to think on. I can't thank you enough, ma'am.
Wait, before you go,
Okay.
I sense something inside of you, but the waters refuse to impart that knowledge upon me. Let me just leave you with this. Don't be afraid of your future, or what fate has set out for you.
Thank you.
Thanks. But who can fight against fate? I'll just have to accept whatever I'm dealt.
You speak as if your destiny cannot be changed, boy. Don't sit back and let fate take you for a ride. Take the reins and go where you want to go. No one can hold you back.
Okay. We turned away from the old woman after saying our goodbyes and made our way back to the way we came. She gave me a lot to think about, and she seemed wise. Wise and kind. Now, where to go next? We're gonna stop here, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in playing the Divine Speaker yourself, I have links in the description. Thank you to this month's patrons. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. If you're interested in supporting me, or if you want early access to videos and exclusive access to other things, check out my Patreon. Hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Man, this is going so fast because it's so good.